Hi and welcome to adgreek's tutorial on designing sleeves, collars, and hoodies. Starting off, we'll start with the sleeves. You'll notice that it's the crossing jackets we're starting off with. The format is the same for any sleeves. We'll start off with crossing gears. We suggest that you don't type in the fall or the spring. We have all those options actually in the clip art section. So go ahead over to the left hand side, click add art, and then click the down button, scroll all the way down until you see the Greek year. You see both the fall and the spring options. This will actually save you some money. Now going ahead and clicking the fall section, you'll see that once the images pops up, there are a couple preset years already done. This year being fall 2009, we'll go ahead and click the fall 09 options. Now if you choose to have a two-colored fall, it is important that you choose the background color first or the outline color first and then the foreground color. The reason behind that is because if you choose the foreground and then the background afterwards, you're going to actually overlap it so that you can't see the colors as you want it. So again, the background color first, add clip art, bring that right there, adjust the size to however big or however small you want it. We're just going to leave it at the max right there, and we're going to actually keep the background color black. Then for the foreground, just add clip art, bring that right over, but change the color to, let's say, a white, and place that right on top. Alright, and say for the opposite sleeve, you want to put maybe a chapter or a line name or whatever. Go ahead and go to add text. Again, in the text box, add in the chapter or whichever. We're just going to put alpha. Increase the size to however large you want it. You'll notice that the price does not change. Okay, so we're going to put it at the max right there. And then the imprint color, you can change it to whichever color. We're going to keep it white because we're going to actually add a borderline color to it. Now to add a border or background color, you go ahead to the outline text area, go to outline where it says none, just click that and you'll see that there are 5 options. We're going to leave it at very thin, and then you'll see that the borderline is automatically added. To change the border color, you go ahead, go to the color option, click the black, and then you'll see the options right here. For now, we're just going to keep it at the black. Now if you want to add, no matter how long the letter is, you just update, or that letter is invalid, click update, and you'll see that the letters automatically change. Now if you want to put a letter underneath, what you need to do is just add text and just add a separate letter right underneath. Now to create the vertical effect. Alright, so that's how you have that set up. If you do want to write anything embroidered or any other writing, what you need to do is go to add text, add whatever you want. Let's say for example chapter, click add text, bring that right up there, and then change the font accordingly to whatever you want it to look like. It is important that you type in first and then add, because if you do it where you change up the category and then the font, then you're going to actually alter what you previously wrote. We're going to change this foreground color to a black, increase the size a little bit, or actually keep it about the 1. Again, that'll make it so that the writing is about 1 inch. If you notice, once you pass the 1, the price does change. The reason behind that is it's going to actually come out a little bit larger than 1 inch. And for anything with the sleeves, you'd want to keep it about 1 inch or smaller. So we're just going to leave it at the max at 1 and just leave that right there. Alright, and then going ahead to the next option with the collar, you'll see that you have the option of having the collar popped up or the collar down. Alright, and again, you can either have tackle tool writing, just add text there, either the tackle tool, just place that right there, or if you want, you can keep it an embroidery font by going ahead, clicking embroidery fonts, and then changing it to, let's say, flare. Alright, and you'll notice that the chapter automatically changes. Now with the tackle tool, you can add a background color to it, changing up the color to actually keeping that a black and then the foreground a white. See that it comes up. Again, with embroidery fonts, you can only choose one color. You can't give it a background color to it. We'll just leave it like that. Okay. If you do choose to put any apostrophes or dashes, it is important that you leave space and for that apostrophe or that dash. The reason why you can't actually type it into the text box is because of the format of the computer system that we use. So if you choose to have an apostrophe, go ahead and click Add Art, and you'll notice that the first category is the apostrophe. Go ahead and click that, Add Clip Art, and you'll notice that that apostrophe is at 0, so it doesn't cost you anything to add that apostrophe in. Once you adjust the size, you can place that right where you want it to be. We'll go back to the text, leave the space, update, and you'll notice that the S is right there, add the apostrophe right there. And again, same thing with a collar. If you go past the 1, you're going to get charged a little bit more. Again, it's going to be greater than 1 inch. So for the collars, you want to keep it about 1 inch or smaller. So we'll leave it at the max at 1. That's how you design the collars. Now for the hoods, again, the same thing. If you want to choose either tackle tool or embroidery, it's up to you. We're going to write in, let's say, name right here, add text, place that right there, change it to an embroidery font, and then for the hoodies, actually it is only embroidery, so you can't put in tackle tool. It's going to be in the small letters. Again, the size will have to be between the 1 and the 0. Alright, and then once you have whatever you want written in, just place that exactly where you want it, change up the color to whichever color, and then this is if you want the name read while the hood is down. If you want the name to be read as if the person was wearing it, what you need to do is actually rotate the name till 180 degrees so that it's upside down when the hood is down. However, when the person wears it, you can read out the name. You can also zoom in to the image just to make sure that it's exactly how you want it, and then zoom back out. If not, you can go ahead and delete that and then just add whatever text you want. Change up the font for that embroidery, let's say a formal script, and then you can just change that. And again, if you want it upside down, just adjust the rotation and you'll be all set. Alright, that concludes our video, and again, don't forget to change the quantity of whichever size you want, save or wish or buy now, and it'll save it automatically into your account.